Good afternoon. I know it's been a while. I've been working a lot of hours, so, and just tired and not really wanting to talk too much, I guess. But I've been watching and observing, which is something we all need to do, and trying to decipher the news coming out in all aspects as far as the coronavirus, the novel new coronavirus coming out of China. And I just having problems, logically trying to understand what they're telling us. Um, that it could have as long as a 14-day gestation period, which means that you are still able to pass the disease on to somebody else, but you're not really showing symptoms. But yet they're going to bring a plane full of Americans over through Anchorage and then into California, and they're going to only hold them for 3 days. And then they're going to, on observation at a base, and then they're going to let them loose and just, keep an eye on things, monitor the situation. Okay, logically, that doesn't make any sense. Also, to use a forehead thermometer, um, first of all, I hope you're sanitizing every time you use it. Secondly, um, if the person is not showing symptoms yet, but they're still carrying the virus and they can still pass it on, what good is that? Um, I mean, aren't we smarter than that? Or they just don't care, or it's not as serious as they're portraying it to be, which I can't imagine. Uh, so, what the hell is going on here? I am not trained medically. I grew up around medical people. I don't have that kind of training, but you're telling me one thing in one sentence and then you're contradicting it by saying we're doing something totally different to try and keep it from spreading when we're not even holding them for 14 days. Or is that a lie? There's so much misinformation. I can't believe that people are this stupid. It has to be misinformation, right? Or then you jump into these big conspiracies as this is how we're going to control the population and quell out some of the population, and we'll be looking to them for the vaccine and answers. There'll be other things in the vaccine that whatever, and the government will save us and therefore we'll give more power to the government. I don't know. I'm so tired. I just want to know the truth. I want to know the truth. I mean, then you go prepare for the worst all the time, and then it gets to the point where we're so programmed to, well, there's just another virus like the Ebola and the SARS in 2003, and it's just another one like all the rest of them, so we have complacency. And how is it that we all sit around and listen to this information and not stand up and say, I mean, they've got us so beaten down to where what, our voices don't mean anything? I mean, even the news people are all a setup. I mean, they know the questions usually ahead of time. A regular American citizen can't get in there and ask them, hello, what you're telling us the disease does and how you're handling the prevention don't equate, don't make sense. I'm sorry, it's a rant. And I am, if it is something that is really a huge deal, which is what they're saying, then we need to get more proficient in how we handle things. Then I looked up the N95 mask, and on another channel, Bama something. Anyway, Alabama, he was showing how you need to tape up the mask around your face or apply it with Vaseline to seal it in order for it to do any good. And you're hoping that the sick people are actually wearing the mask because then they can't project their droplets further. That's really where it helps. But ultimately, unless you wear the mask properly and completely sealed, it doesn't do much good. So wash your hands and try and stay out of large public areas, especially y'all along, the coasts and where people can get in easily on these big international airports. Um, no, that's all I can say about it. I mean, what if it is huge? Um, what if they're not really? Maybe the news will handle it after today differently now that it's been considered a national emergency. Maybe it'll be handled differently. I don't know. But all I know is that the information coming out doesn't make any sense. How we're handling it as opposed to how the disease is actually supposed to spread doesn't equate. And I'm just frustrated trying to listen to the illogical crap and make sense of it. So, if anybody has any new information that's actually they think valid, go ahead and put it in the comments section. But right now, I'm just frustrated. It's like any topic, you can't get a straight answer. So, I will talk to y'all later and have a good rest of the week. Bye for now.